You driving?
Some Plan Bs are smarter than others. If you're drinking, don't drive. RBT means you need a Plan B. Authorised by New South Wales Government, Sydney.
Okay, we're here with Ryan Carter's Cuts. It's been a massive year for you on the field, but also off the field. There's been a tremendous amount of work you've been involved with the Batting for Change charity.
Yeah, that's right. This year I decided to partner up with the LBW Trust, and I came up with a concept called Batting for Change, where we invite fans, players and supporters to donate a small amount of money for every six that the Thunder hit this year. In the end, we had a really great response. All of the players chipped in about $10 each per six, and heaps of fans chipped in, and we managed to get a donation of $1,300 for every six we hit. Now we hit 23 sixes, so that means just over 30 grand was raised.
That's an incredible achievement. Going back to how this all started, how did you actually become involved in this, and how did you get the idea for this?
I guess I realised that, first of all, we're so lucky, all of us, to live in one of the richest countries in the world where we have such great opportunities, but also, especially, to play cricket professionally, to get paid for what I love to do is just a privilege. And I realised that if there's a way that we can use that to also do good for a country like Nepal, where people don't have those same opportunities in life, then we just have to take up those opportunities. Thankfully, as I said, all of my Thunder teammates have got on board and we're able to make it a big success.
When it came out originally, your thoughts about raising some money, how did the actual situation of putting it towards building a school in Nepal, how did that actually take place?
Yeah, so the LBW Trust charity, they're based in Sydney, but what they do is they support education in the developing cricket playing nations. They particularly focus on groups that are economically disadvantaged and wouldn't normally have the opportunity to complete, say, a Year 12 education and to go on to university after that. They sponsor students in 7 different countries, but in particular, the project I focused on is the construction of a new tertiary campus at the Heartland School in Kathmandu, Nepal. I really liked the idea of this because I like the fact that we're building something tangible. Once we construct these 3 brand new classrooms, they're going to last for 10, 20, maybe 30 years, and thinking about 25 kids in those classrooms every day for all that time, it's going to really make a big impact.
And I saw, obviously being part of the Thunder this year, I saw you put a lot of work in there, produced a really fun little video explaining what was happening. But it's fair to say the guys really got on board with it, didn't they? Yeah. Everyone at the Thunder was great. We had a lot of support. We were able to wear LBW Trust armbands in one of our matches. We also had Adam Gilchrist, who's a patron of the LBW Trust, give us some support on the commentary on Channel 10. He was a big fan of the concept. All the players donated. Overall, we got really great media exposure. I think just as important as the money we actually raised is the fact that there were thousands of Australians sitting at home watching on TV and now aware of the LBW Trust and thinking about what we can do to help education in the developing world. Recently, you had a major dinner here at the SCG. I think there's over 500 people, and that raised a hell of a lot of money for this trust.
Yeah, there was a dinner with Sir Viv Richards at the SCG for the LBW Trust. It's a great fundraising event and everyone had a fantastic night, and I also had the honour of being appointed an ambassador for the charity, which is something that I'm really proud and humbled to be awarded, and I look forward to performing my duties as ambassador as well as I possibly can.
To actually get appointed an ambassador is a pretty big thing. How did that come about, and what now will be your actual role performing those particular duties?
Yeah, I'm now one of 3 ambassadors for the charity. There's at the moment it's Elise Perry and Peter Fitzsimons, and now myself as well. I think my role will be try to promote the message of the charity as much as possible in everything that I do, and spread it throughout the current playing group in cricket especially. But also, most importantly, taking Batting for Change forward into its 2nd year. We hope to go bigger and better next year and make this, surpass the amount of money we raised this year and also reach even greater levels of awareness.
But growing up, you obviously were involved in cricket from an early age, and you've seen people within Australia who sometimes find it difficult to access a team or equipment. Growing up, was that where this sort of started to formulate in your mind about this type of work?
I think that if we look with a bit of perspective on the way that the world is at the moment, the way that opportunities are distributed so unequally depending on what country you happen to be born in, it's pure luck. It's really the lottery of life, and it's not a very fair one. I think
anyone really knows that if they stop and think about it. I think what we can do is take that one step further and actually think, well, are there ways that I can help to make the playing field a little bit more level, like make these people growing up in other countries that aren't as lucky as ours have some greater opportunities. I was probably shaped by a couple of cricket trips in my younger days. One to South Africa for the Champions League in 2010, where I was lucky enough to be a part of the Victorian squad, and we visited areas like Soweto townships outside of Johannesburg, and I saw that the young cricketers there were so similar to us in many ways. You know, they loved playing cricket, they enjoyed going to school during the day, but unfortunately, economically, the opportunities that they had just weren't as great. Like going to university was probably out of the question for a lot of them. So I like that the LBW Trust is bringing the opportunity of a tertiary education to people where it otherwise just wouldn't exist.
And I know you spent a bit of time planning your off-season, and you're actually looking at getting out to Nepal while they're in the process of building the school.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. Now that we've raised the money, construction will be able to commence on the classroom shortly, and in the off-season, hopefully in July, I'll have the opportunity to go and visit the school in Nepal, see how construction is going, meet a lot of the students, meet the staff at the school, and really just see exactly where that money is going. I think it will be very rewarding to see in very brick and mortar terms what that money is doing and just how much of an impact it can have on the local community.
Can you tell us how much has been raised so far, purely this season?
Yeah, we set our target at $30,000, and I'm really pleased to say that we managed to make that target. We raised just over $30,000 in the low 30s, so I think everyone who's been in the team of Batting for Change couldn't be happy with that. We've met our target, and we'll be able to build 3 brand new tertiary classrooms at the school thanks to that money.
That's an incredible achievement, so congratulations on everything done there. For those people who would like maybe to get involved within this charity moving forward, what should they do?
Yeah, it'd be great to check out the Batting for Change webpage. It's at lbwtrust.com.au/batting for change. It has all the information about the program, and also we've got a 60-second video which really explains the concept and promotes what we're doing, which is worth checking out. It's quite funny as well. And on top of that, just read about the LBW Trust in general. They do some great work, and there's also a link to donate if anyone feels like giving a small amount to this cause.